Pramadvara lies dead in the forest, and Ruru must decide how much of his own life he is willing to give to bring her back. Adi Parva, Book 1, Chapter 9. In the previous chapter, Pramadvara, the Apsara-born daughter raised by the sage Thulakesha, was betrothed to Ruru. Days before their wedding, she stepped upon a serpent and fell lifeless to the ground, leaving Ruru to wander the forest in grief. This chapter answers what he found there. While the Brahmins sat gathered all around, Ruru, overcome with misery, withdrew deep into the forest and cried out. Struck down by grief, he lamented long and piteously, and thinking of his beloved Pramadvara, he spoke his sorrow aloud. She who is slender-limbed lies upon the earth, she whose death deepens the grief of all my kinsmen. What sorrow could be greater than this? If I have ever given gifts, performed tapas, or duly honored my teachers, by that merit may my beloved come back to life. As truly as I have kept my soul in check and held firm to my vows since birth, may my radiant Pramadvara rise up this very moment. A voice answered him from the sky. What you speak in your grief, O Ruru, is in vain. O righteous one whose allotted span of life is exhausted, cannot live again among mortals. Her life is spent. This wretched girl is the daughter of a Gandharva and an Apsara. Therefore, dear one, do not let your heart dwell in grief. Yet a means was ordained for this long ago by the great-souled gods. If you are willing to undertake it, you shall win Pramadvara back. Ruru answered at once. What means have the gods made? Tell me truly, O sky-dweller. Having heard it, I will carry it out. It is right that you should save me. Give half your remaining lifespan to the girl, O descendant of Brigu, the divine messenger said. By that, your wife, Pramadvara, will rise again. Ruru did not hesitate. I give half my lifespan to this girl, O best among sky-dwellers. Radiant with her beauty and ornaments, let my beloved rise up. Then the king of the Gandharvas and the divine messenger, both most excellent among beings, went together to Dharmaraja, Yama, lord of dharmic order and the passage of death, and spoke to him. O Dharmaraja, by half the lifespan of Ruru, let Pramadvara, his auspicious wife, rise up, if you consider it right for one who has already died. Yama replied, O divine messenger, if you wish it, let her rise, endowed with half of Ruru's own lifespan. When this was spoken, the girl Pramadvara rose up, endowed with half of Ruru's years, lovely and radiant in form, like one awakening from sleep. And it would be seen thereafter that from Ruru, whose lifespan had been exceedingly great, half had been taken away for his wife's sake. On a day their fathers chose as auspicious, the wedding was solemnized with joy, and those two, each devoted to the other's well-being, lived together in happiness. Yet having won this rare wife, radiant as the filaments of a lotus, Ruru made a solemn resolve within himself. He would destroy all serpents. He was thinking of how she had died. From that day forward, burning with fierce anger whenever he saw a serpent, he would always seize whatever weapon lay closest at hand and strike it down. One day, Ruru entered a great forest and saw lying there a Dundubha, a harmless, non-venomous ground serpent, old with age. He lifted his staff, which he gripped like the staff of time itself, and raised it to strike. But then the Dundubha spoke. I have done you no harm at all, O one rich in tapas. Why do you rush at me in such sudden fury? Ruru's willingness to surrender half his own lifespan revives Pramadvara. They are wed, and the vow he then swears against every serpent sets the conflict that will follow him into the next chapter. In the next chapter, Ruru, bound by his vow to destroy every serpent he encounters, raises his staff against a Dundubha. But the creature speaks, pleads its harmlessness, and then reveals a hidden identity that stops Ruru in his tracks. The journey continues in the next chapter